Alright, this is the second to last part of the fan-made Columbia TriStar art for DVD ideas, in which the last 8 releases from Sony Wonder I do not have on DVD, but I will imagine fan-made Columbia TriStar editions of those DVDs that I do not have. For this part, we'll go over the remaining 2005 releases, with 2 being released on August 2nd and 2 being released on November 1st, 2005. And the first one, released on August 2nd, 2005, is Arthur's First Crush, with the episodes Crushed from Season 6, which is the redubbed version with Rendell voicing Arthur, What Is That Thing from Season 4, and 1001 Dads, also from Season 4. But what's weird is that 1001 Dads is actually the second to last episode, while What Is That Thing is the last episode. Now, for the Dragon Tales episodes for Arthur's First Crush, I'm going to have that DVD of Arthur's First Crush use the Season 3 episodes, Musical Scales, and Hand in Hand. And the sponsors are obviously Chuck E. Cheese's and Rove's 60-second cinnamon rolls. Now, for the opening for the DVD of Arthur's First Crush, it's going to be the very first DVD since January 27th, 2004, where it does not have any previews at the beginning at all. So after the 2005 Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo with regular colors and in-sync animation, it'll go right to the FBI anti-piracy warning screen and the red warning and attention screens, and then the DVD menu, and then the title sequence with the garbage cans clattering noises, and the start of Crushed. Now, the closing to the DVD will have the last few seconds of What Is That Thing. The closing to the first part of the DVD will have the last few seconds of What Is That Thing. And then we strangely and surprisingly get the Season 6 to 7 online and local library promo with Oliver Granger as DW saying, "Visit us online at pbskids.org, or America Online keyword PBS Kids." Even though this was released on August 2nd, 2005, almost 10 months after Arthur was moved into the PBS Kids Go block. Then we'll go to the Season 4 end credits with the cookie jar logo zooming into the screen. And then after that, it'll go right into the WGBH logo without the word Boston. Then the funding credits from 2001 to 2010 with the Chuck E. Cheese's opening door ad from 2003 and Road 60-second cinnamon rolls ad. Then we'll go to the Kellogg Company ad with the yellow background and the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Playdate ad from 2003, and the Season 3 funding credits of Dragon Tales, the title sequence, and the start of Musical Scales. And the closing to the second half of the DVD will have the last few seconds of Hand in Hand, the Season 3 online promo from 2005, the end credits, and then the Sesame Workshop purple roof and greenhouse logo, fully animated, and then the 2002 Sony Pictures Television logo, and then the Kellogg Company ad with the yellow background, and the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, and then the Kellogg's Fruit Loops cereal jungle ad. After the 2002 Sony Pictures Television logo, it'll go right into the closing for the second half of Arthur's First Crush. Will have the last few seconds of Hand in Hand, the Season 3 online bumper from promo from 2005. All right. Closing for the second half of Arthur's First Crush will have the last few seconds of Hand in Hand, Season 3 online promo from 2005. End credits, Sesame Workshop purple roof and greenhouse logo. 2002 Sony Pictures Television logo, Kellogg Company ad, Kellogg's Fruit Loops cereal jungle ad, Season 3 funding of Dragon Tales, and I actually found out that the episode's Musical Scales and Hand ended with the 1999 PBS Kids dot ident, where dot runs up to the screen, and not the dash ident that Jeremy Barton and I fought. So, After the season 3 funding, it'll have the 1999 PBS Kids dot ident where dot runs up to the screen, followed by the 2005 Deluxe Digital Studios grid logo without the byline. And the DVD menu, of course. Now, we'll get into Nerves of Steel, another release from August 2nd, 2005. And that contains the episodes Nerves of Steel from Season 5, Sewell and the Brainosaurus from Season 3, and Prunella's Prediction from Season 4. Now, for the sponsors, they are obviously Chuck E. Cheese's and Road 60-second cinnamon rolls. And as for the Dragon Tales episodes for Nerves of Steel, I'm going to have Nerves of Steel use the Season 3 episode, All That Glitters, paired with a repeat of the Season 2 episode called Dragonberry Drought. And for the opening, it'll be just like the DVD of Arthur's First Crush, where it'll start off with the 2005 Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo with the regular colors and in-sync animation. And then it'll go right to the FBI anti-piracy warning screen and the red warning and attention screens. And in the DVD menu, title sequence, which also has the garbage cans clattering, and the start of Nerves of Steel. And the closing to the first half of the DVD will have the last few seconds of Prunella's Prediction. And then we go into the season 9 to 12 online and local library promo from 2004 to 2009, with Jason Swimer as DW saying, "Visit us online at pbskidsgo.org." The season 5 end credits with the cookie jar logo zooming into the screen. And then the funding for ARFers provided by Screen from 2001 to 2010, with the Chuck E. Cheese's opening door ad from 2003 and Road 60-second cinnamon rolls ad. And then the Dragon Tales portion will start with the Kellogg Company ad with the yellow background, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Playdate ad from 2003, Season 3 funding credits, title sequence, and the start of All That Glitters. And the closing to the second half will have the last few seconds of Dragonberry Drought, the Season 3 online promo from 2005, the end credits, Sesame Workshop Purple Roof Greenhouse logo, Sony Pictures Television logo from 2002, Kellogg Company ad with yellow background, and then the Kellogg's Fruit Loop Cereal Jungle ad, Season 3 funding of Dragon Tales, and the 1999 PBS Kids dot ident where dot runs up to the screen, and then the 2005 Deluxe Digital Studios grid logo without the byline, and then the DVD menu. Now we'll get into 2 releases from November 1st, 2005, with the first one being DW Blows the Whistle, which contains 3 Season 2 episodes, and they are DW Blows the Whistle, DW's Very Bad Mood, which is a horrible Arthur episode, and DW's Main Game. And the Dragon Tales episodes that'll be on DW Blows the Whistle. Oh, the sponsors are obviously Chuck E. Cheese's and Road 60-second cinnamon rolls, but the Dragon Tales episodes that'll be on DW Blows the Whistle, I'm going to have DW Blows the Whistle use the Season 3 episodes, Itching for a Cure, and The Big Race. And for DW Blows the Whistle, that will be the first release to use the 2005 Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo with the regular colors, but with the out-of-sync animation. Then after that, it'll just go to a preview for Stuart Little 3, and then the FBI anti-piracy warning screen and red warning and attention screens will come up after the DVD menu, since June 14, 2005. And then after the FBI warning and red warning, after the FBI anti-piracy warning and red warning attention screens, it'll go into the title sequence, which has the glass breaking noises on the DVD of DW Blows the Whistle, and the start of DW Blows the Whistle. And the closing to the first half of the DVD has the last few seconds of DW's name game, and then the "and now a word from us kids" segment is shown. Then after that, it uses the season 6 to 7 online and local library promo with Oliver Granger's voiceover as DW, strangely enough, just like with Arthur's First Crush. And then it'll go into the season 2 end credits with the cookie jar logo zooming into the screen and WGBH logo without the word Boston. Funding for Arthur's provided by Screen, Chuck E. Cheese's opening door ad from 2003, and Road 60-second cinnamon rolls ad. And then and then it goes right into the Dragon Tales portion with the Kellogg Company ad in the yellow background, and the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Playdate ad, season 3 funding, title sequence, and the start of DW Blows the Whistle. No. Did I explain the Arthur portion again? I'm sorry. I'm going to say how the Dragon Tales portion starts off again. After the Road 60-second cinnamon rolls ad, we get into the Dragon Tales portion with the Kellogg Company ad with the yellow background, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Playdate ad, and then the season 3 funding credits, title sequence, and the start of Itching for a Cure. There we go. And the closing to the second half will have the last few seconds of the big race, and then the season 3 online bumper from 2000 online promo. Closing to the second half of the DVD will have the last few seconds of the big race, and in the season 3 online promo from 2005, end credits, Sesame Workshop purple roof green house logo, Sony Pictures Television logo from 2002, Kellogg Company ad with the yellow background, and the Kellogg's Fruit Loop Cereal Jungle ad. Season 3 funding, I think Itching for a Cure and the Big Race might be one of the first season 3 episodes that have the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ident where Dash is thinking about something at the end. You know what? I think I'm going to include the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ident where Dash is thinking about something for DW Blows the Whistle after the season 3 funding. So after the season 3 funding on DW Blows the Whistle, it'll go to the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ident where Dash is thinking about something. Then the 2005 Deluxe Digital Studios grid logo without the byline. And the DVD menu. All right. Now one more release from 2005 left to go. And that is Arthur Loses His Marbles. And the episodes on there are the season 6 episode, Arthur Loses His Marbles, which is the redubbed version with Rendell voicing Arthur, Half-Baked Sale from season 1, and Clarissa is Cracked from season 3. But Clarissa is Cracked comes out after Arthur Loses His Marbles and before the Half-Baked Sale. Now for the opening, it'll be like DW Blows the Whistle, where it will have the 2005 Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo with the regular colors and the out-of-sync animation. And then just the preview for Stuart Little 3, then the DVD menu, FBA anti-piracy warning, red warning and attention screens title sequence with the water splashing noises on this DVD of Arthur Loses His Marbles and the start of Arthur Loses His Marbles. And the closing to the DVD, first part of it at least, has the last few seconds of the episode, the half-baked sale. And then, of course, the seasons 9 to 12 online and local library promo from 2004 to 2009 with Jason Swimer saying, visit us online at pbskidsgo.org. And then the season 6 end credits with the techno remix with the cookie jar logo zooming into the screen and WGBH logo without the word Boston. Then the funding credits, Chuck E. Cheese's opening door ad from 2003, last release to use this ad. Rove's 60-second cinnamon rolls ad, last release to use that ad as well. And then the Kellogg Company ad. And the Dragon Tales episodes that'll be on Arthur Loses His Marbles would be, I'm going to have Arthur Loses His Marbles use the Season 3 episodes Rise and Bloom and Super Snow Day. After the Rove's 60-second cinnamon rolls ad on Arthur Loses His Marbles, which the sponsors are Chuck E. Cheese's and Rove's 60-second cinnamon rolls, by the way, it'll go right to the Dragon Tales portion with the Kellogg Company ad on the yellow background, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Playdate ad, the Season 3 funding title sequence, and the start of Rise and Bloom. And the closing to the DVD will have the last few seconds of... Closing to the second half of the DVD will have the last few seconds of Super Snow Day online promo from Season 3 from 2005. End credits, Sesame Workshop Purple Roof Greenhouse logo, Sony Pictures Television logo from 2002, and the Kellogg Company ad with yellow background, Kellogg's Fruit Loop Cereal Jungle ad, Season 3 funding of Dragon Tales, and then this time the 1999 PBS Kids Dot ident, where Dot runs up to the screen. Then the 2005 Deluxe Digital Studios grid logo without the byline and the DVD menu. And there you go. Those were the remaining 2005 releases. Got a clear notification here, and there you go. Stay tuned for the last part, which will be talking about the 2006 releases. And by the way, 2005 releases will be these releases from November 1st, 2005 will be the last releases with the Kellogg Company ad on the yellow background. Stay tuned for the last part, which will cover the 2006 releases.